low-key, when I say, you know, she was a little cute. She was a little cute. So I was like, all right, whatever. You taking it far.
I just wanna see you slow wine. I don't wanna do the FaceTime. Wanna see what you got in store for me. Pull up to the party, I'll be there around 3. Touchdown in your city for the night. I know that you wanna be mine. I'ma put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
YouTube, what's the vibes? We finally here. I'm Nova.
I'm Steph.
And together we are Neff. Everybody's been asking us to do a story time on how we met. And so
we finally gonna tell y'all the story of how me and Nova met. We have been together now 7 years. We just made 7 years in June.
So who wanna start?
You can start.
I bagged you.
Oh God. This is the famous question. Who bagged who?
Y'all let us know in the chat though, for real, before you finish the video, who you think bagged who though.
Yes.
Like who you
right
think,
now, type it in the chat. Who you think bagged who?
Who you think really was like, All right, so boom. I used to work at this company that, you know, the annoying people that like come knocking on your door and they're trying to get you to switch your electric supplier and whatnot.
Crazy.
Yeah, like that was me. So I did that for some time. And I was working there already, but I took some time off and then I came back and I was trying to see what was going on, where the biddies was at, what the vibes was. For me, I'm single.
The biddies is crazy.
I'm single, ready to mingle, you know what I'm saying?
Coming to work for us is crazy. Listen,
you thought I was coming to work?
That already means she was plotting on me before I even knew who she was.
Facts.
That's good to know. Good.
Steph was looking too fuego in the office, though. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, boom. So I'm already trying to see, like, all right, who's in here? What's the vibes? What's going on? I see her one day. It wasn't the first day that I worked. I went in the first day. I'm like, damn, these biddies is ass. So I'm like, all right, boom. I came back the next day. And I'm like, all right, cool. Ain't nothing going on. I came back the next day. And I seen her. Moment of silence.
And what happened when you seen me?
I deadass lost my breath. Like, you know how people be like, it's some cliche stuff, but you know how people be like breathtaking beauty. Like, I couldn't breathe. Like, I like really almost passed away.
Yeah. And what else?
Nah, but for real though, like I even went home and my best friend at the time, I'm like, yo, bro, I literally just seen the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm not playing.
Baby.
She's like, for real, I told you this mad times. She's like, bro, stop playing. I'm like, bro, like, I'm not exaggerating. Like, no exaggeration. Like she's really different. Like, mind you, I didn't hear her open her mouth or nothing.
I mean, you know.
So, I'm gonna pause there and then I'm gonna let you come in from your perspective, joining in the job and
yes. So now me joining in the job. So my brothers actually worked at the company. They were there for some time now, for a couple months, I want to say. And I was born and raised in the Bronx. So I came to Connecticut, low-key like on a mental break kind of thing. Like I needed a break from New York. I just needed new scenery. My mom had just moved out here, so she was new to Connecticut. And my brothers were staying out here for a few. So I came out to, you know, hang out or whatever. And I actually ended up, you know, I was like, you know what? I actually like it out here. Let me stay out here for a few. Let me see how I like it. So
as you should.
I ended up getting a job at Wells Fargo Bank. And low-key, I was really not making no money. Like, I was a teller at the bank, and they don't really make that much good money. So I see my brothers, they was working at this energy company, which was the company Nova was working for. And they was making thousands of dollars a week. So I'm like, yo, like, what's up? Hook me up with a job. Like, I'm over here making $250 a week as a teller part-time, if that. So they ended up getting me the job. When I got to the office, it was whatever. Like, you know, Connecticut to me, people were corny. I mean, no offense. No offense to nobody that lives in Connecticut. But, you know, I really didn't look at it like nothing. Like, it was so different than New York. Like, Connecticut people move so different. So I really wasn't looking at nobody through those eyes. I was just coming to work on my fly shit, you know what I'm saying? Do what I do. Coming to work in my dress. Because, you know, I was already working at the bank. So I had really nice attire. I had the dresses with the heels going on. So that's pretty much how I was showing up. The blazers. The slacks. I was showing up to work looking fire. And
fuego.
And then Nova, the first time I seen Nova was in the bathroom.
Boom.
Okay, now she could go back.
Now I gotta jump into my situation. Her brother, right, sold me a moped. So I was a big moped fanatic. Like, I love mopeds. Like, till this day, I want another moped.
Bonito.
Yeah, so
I'll get you a moped, baby.
yeah, I want another moped. I really do. So I bought a moped from her brother, and the moped was cutting off on me at red lights. Like, screaming. I almost, like, it was bad. Like, people was trying to rob me off the moped. Like, it was just a terrible situation. It's cutting off at the lights. Terrible situation. So I go into work one day, and Steph was in the bathroom. She was in the stall, but her friend was out of the stall and was in the bathroom at the same time. And so I'm talking to her about the situation. I'm like, Joshua sold me a moped. Shit is broke. Like, it's cutting off at lights. Like, I don't know what to do because I already done, you know what I mean? I spent my money already. I can't be like, yo, get my money back after I've been riding it for 3 days. Steph comes out the bathroom, and I did not know Joshua was her brother.
Yes.
I didn't know she had
siblings. Because me and my brother, like, we look nothing alike. Like, my older brother is light skinned with green eyes, and then there's me. So, like, she didn't even know we were related. No. She had no idea.
So that could have went a whole nother way, because one thing Steph's going to do is ride for her family. So if I really felt some type of way about it, like, to that point, I could have been like, yo, nah. And it would have been over. She would have came out the store. We would have been fighting. But boom. So she's like, she came out of the bathroom fixing herself. She's like, that's my brother. You talking about my brother? She was like, you want me to get you your money back? And I'm like,
yeah, because I was already tight. Like, he basically got you. Like, I don't like that. Like, how you going to sell her a bike that was already messed up? So already I was ready to ride for Nova. I was like, nah.
Off rib.
I was like, nah. He did what? Like, nah. And then low-key, when I say, you know, she was a little cute. She was a little cute. So I was like, all right, whatever. You taking it far. She was cute or whatever.
So I'm like talking, and I'm like, nah, like, I don't want it to be a problem. Like, you don't gotta do that. Like, at the end of the day, I spent the money already. Like, I've been riding around a couple days. Fair is fair. Like, no backseats. You know how it is when somebody sell you something. Like, you're done.
Not me.
Yeah, not her. So she's like, nah, that's my brother. Like, I'll really get you your money back. So we kind of like ended up getting off that conversation. And then I was talking about how I was about to go out to the city because I was supposed to be going to BBQs that day. And she's from the city.
And I love Dallas BBQ. I love their drinks. Like, I used to love their drinks so much. Like,
so I'm telling her, I'm like, yeah, like, I'm going with my cousin to BBQs tonight. And she's like, I love BBQs.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. But I wasn't getting it, obviously, because, like, first of all, she's talking to me. Like, I went from seeing the most beautiful girl in the world with my eyes to she's talking to me right now in the bathroom. So I can't breathe on the inside. So I got to play it cool. So she's like, I love BBQs. And
she didn't take the hint.
I didn't even think to invite her. Well, like, it kind of crossed my mind, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, low-key, I'm supposed to be paying for the meal if I'm inviting her out, and I ain't had no money at the time, so I'm like, all right, I'm not even going to go down that route.
Like, girl, I would have paid for my own food.
And she told me that going like months later, she's like, yo, I wanted you to invite me, and I would have paid for my own food.
Like, damn, I wanted a drink.
But boom, so fast forward, and then, like, I'll be honest, that's really what kicked off everything. Like, once we spoke to each other that day, it was over. Like, we exchanged numbers. We started working together, like going out into the field together.
Yeah, because you got to like pick locations at the job that we was at. So you got to get a group of people. You got to find locations. And then you go to the locations. And then me and her, we would go to like the locations together. We would spend time. We would spend time together. I remember the first day we actually went to work together. She like put me in the camera and I thought it was a picture. So I was like with it. And then later on, when we started talking, it turns out she put up a Snapchat that said my coworker with hard eyes put me in the camera with my coworker and I didn't even know that. Like,
because I had to be smooth because, bro, I had to put her up because I wanted my best friend to know exactly who I was talking about. Like, bro, I'm like, bro, can you imagine this? I'm like, bro, like, we're speaking, bro. Like, we're really, like, talking to each other. Like, we're, like, vibing. Like, she's like, nah, this can't be real, bro. We for real. I'm like, for real. Like, and so, fast forward, we working together. But, like, Steph, she was throwing me mixed signals. Like, it's like, I thought she liked me, but I don't know. Because she was giving me friend zone vibes, but at the same time, she was like flirting. She like put her arm around me in the movies one time type vibe. She was like this. Like this type.
We just like, friends though, that's why.
I'm in the theaters like, like I'm used to holding hands. Like this ain't nothing. Like I'm used to holding hands with beautiful women. Like this is light work for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? On the outside, but on the inside, wilding. And so, I don't know, man. It just was history after that. And we used to go out to eat together and just eat up a storm.
Oh my God, we used to eat so much. That's like our love language. Like,
of course I could eat. You know, you see the meat on my bones, but she would really eat though.
My baby's a little marshmallow. Yeah, we eat a lot. Like me and Nova, like we always bonded over food. Like that's like our thing.
That is our thing.
But we went out on a couple of dates, and then Nova one day she texted me, and she's like, we was texting back and forth because we was talking so much at this point, meeting up, linking up. She's like, wait, what was the text you said? You was like,
I was like, I can't help but get the feeling.
I can't help but get the feeling like
that you feeling me,
like
or
you
something.
feeling me or something. And I put because when I text separately. Like I text one thing, send it. Text another thing, send this. Text another and send it.
Can you guess what she texted me first?
Take a wild guess, y'all.
LMAO.
I put LMAO with Matt O's. Like,
yo, my heart hit the floor and I threw my phone on the bed. I threw my phone. I was about to, I kid you not, I was about to never go back to work.
My thought process was like, damn, she got me. So I just put laughing my ass off. I couldn't say it right away, you know what I'm saying? Like I just had to say LMAO. And then
she said LMAO and it was over. Like I was like, damn, like this is embarrassing. I was plotting it out. I'm like, I don't really low-key need this job. I could find another job. I'm serious.
She's
like
so
I was about
dramatic.
to not come back to work. I threw my phone across the room onto the bed and I'm just like this, like I don't know what to do. Then my phone went off like 2 more times because she sent messages.
I was like,
she sent another message.
I said something like that.
And she said something like that. And I was like, chill. So it's like,
again, keeping it cool, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, why you was trying to be so cool? Now that I think about it.
I can't, like, give you too much, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I don't know what you're saying. Something like that. I'm like, yeah. Like, and so, boom. So, now, with that being said, fast forward, who y'all think bagged who? Me. Because if I didn't say nothing, I would have still been your friend right now. We've been best friends making a video about how we're best friends.
We never know how that would have went.
We don't. But I feel like you would have just not. I feel like you would have just flirted yourself into it.
She's so aggy. So long story short, after that.
Let me tell you this one more thing. Bro, while we was out one day, right, before we established that, like, we liked each other, and she said that she liked girls. And I'm like, because that's another thing. I didn't know if she liked girls. So she started talking about how she liked girls. I'm like, interesting. So she said she liked girls. And she's like, I like girly girls. And I was like, damn. So I'm like, all right, I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I came to work the next day with a purse. Real shit, real true story. This
is true story.
It's a true story.
And I thought it was weird. I'm like, damn, Nova got a purse.
True story.
I haven't seen her with a purse before today.
True story.
And then her hair was curly.
True
I don't think
story.
I've seen your hair curly before that day either.
It wasn't.
She had like buns and stuff. She had like a bun.
Buns.
She came with curly hair and a purse. I'm like, oh. Okay.
I gotta do what I gotta do, y'all.
I'm like, okay.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
She was looking really good that day.
Thank you, baby.
And then, after we had the exchange of the text messages, I think we made it official that day, right?
Yeah, it was over after that. Like
we made it official. And then, like, me and Nova been inseparable.
You kissed me. You leaned in first, I guess.
I leaned in first, so I took the first kiss.
She did.
So I took the first kiss. At least I get credit for that.
She leaned in first. I was hyped.
I leaned in first for the first kiss.
I was gassed up.
And it's been history ever since. Like 7 years now, y'all.
7 years. And it's
so
still,
now it's been 7 years.
And it still feel like I still feel the same feelings I felt like when we first met. Like,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
maybe
my best
stronger.
friend. I mean, obviously stronger, but I mean in the sense of like how you get those butterflies when you first start talking to somebody, like that, like new feeling, like we still feel that with each other. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? 7 years later, and I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. So blessed. She's different, but this.
I love you.
I love you too, baby. there it goes. How
That's
we
the
met.
story of how we met. Finally, you guys got the story.
Yes, yes.
It's been magical ever since. Like, now y'all can replay this video over and over again and hear the love story.
If you stayed till the end, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for vibing with us. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button. Click that like button. Leave a comment below. It's going to be more content. We're going to be putting more content out. If you guys don't follow us, please follow us everywhere. On TikTok, we're Steph and Nova.
Steph and Nova everywhere. Every platform.
And Instagram, 2 A's. Steph and Nova with 2 A's.
Don't forget to subscribe, y'all. We got so much more content coming for y'all. And if you're new to the chat, welcome to the Stepper family.
Welcome to the Stepper fam.
I'm Mrs. Big Stepper. This is Nova Big Stepper.
Stepper.
Y'all know it's at Steph and Nova, but we the Steppers too.
It's the Stepper family. You know the vibes, man. We out.